Hi, my name is Meg Moranis. I'm the voice of Diets Are Fattening, and I've got a new way, a better way for you to look at food, eating, and exercise. And that's, of course, really timely because here we are, end of March 2020, dealing with the coronavirus and quarantine and staying at home, disrupted routines. And the best thing, one of the best things about building your healthy, thin mentality is not only your relationship with food improves, your relationship with exercise improves. And those two together, your relationship with food and exercise improving, completely change how you feel about your body and leads to just the best feeling and pride and long-term weight loss permanent. So I want to go over two things today. Some on exercise, because that's a big topic, obviously. And then the other one is someone sent me an email saying that they're my age, my height, and I have been working on building healthy thin mentality, and they're not losing weight. And I say this frequently. If you're not losing weight with your healthy thin mentality, hi Hillary, there's one reason, is you're eating too much. And that is not me insulting you or saying anything negative. It's just if you're not losing weight, if you're not losing weight with a healthy thin mentality, you are perhaps doing a really good job at learning to listen to your body. And if you're new at this, have dieted for decades like I did, or whatever, and this lady was my age, so I figured she probably had. If you are like that, it takes a while to get used to this. But a really good way to know if you're eating in order to cause weight loss is if you're not losing weight, then you're not riding hunger long enough if you want to lose weight. And if you're heavier than you want to be and carrying around extra weight and you're maintaining that weight with the amount of food you're eating, then you're going to stay there. But if you want to, the point with the healthy thin mentality and losing weight is first of all, us in this group and on this channel, we are first embracing the thought that it is reasonable if you want to lose weight to try to lose weight. So that's not something that is taboo here. It's reasonable to want to be your reasonable weight. I'm saying it kind of complicated, but if you don't like that idea, this channel isn't for you. But if you're here and you've been a dieter and you've lost weight and gained it back, that's where this mindset changes that. Because when you lose weight on a diet, it sets you up for weight gain. When you lose weight with a healthy thin mentality, it sets you up for permanent weight loss. But yes, guys, you have to eat less in order to lose weight. But it is how you eat less that is important. If you eat less because you're following rigid food rules and ignoring your body, that's where it all falls apart, because you cannot sustain that for the rest of your life. And I'm saying that, but some people do, and they're choosing to live that way. It's very few people who can do that, and you don't want that life anyway. What you want is a life that you're the happy weight for you, that you decide it's your happy weight, and that you enjoy food and eating, and you don't skip parties because you're afraid of the food, or you don't every year have 5 different sizes of jeans in your closet. That's not a good life. I mean, that's not something you want to add to your life that's good, okay? That's not something you have to put up with. That's the point of this page of my message, is that in order to lose weight, you have to eat less. So if you are constantly, immediately satisfying hunger as fully as you can, like I think I'm done, but maybe I'm not, and always just making sure that hunger is absolutely quiet, you need to instead say, okay, here's my key, you guys. This is the key to the magic kingdom of thinness, okay, is that you let that hunger ride. And if you watched my video from this past weekend, I know there was one, I think it was breakfast, when I talked about that. And I probably could eat more right now, but I'm just not going to. Those kinds of thoughts are where you need to live with a healthy thin mentality. And I'm saying that, and I can feel some of you guys recoil going, oh, that sounds awful. I'm always going to want to eat more. No, you're not. When you get used to constantly taking care of yourself with food, and understanding that food is emotional and beautiful and makes you feel good, and that those are good things. It's not bad to feel good with food. Feeling good with food is good, because the food is good. Just like you feel good when you get fresh air and that feels good, and people don't say, oh, you're breathing emotionally. No, right? How stupid is that? Food is emotional. So go ahead and don't try to separate that out from your life. It is a huge part of our culture and our lives and who we are is the food we eat. So again, keep that. Don't get rid of that. Like diets make you get rid of that. Oh, don't eat emotionally. Don't, eat this. Blah. No, keep that, guys. Keep that. Keep that beautiful love of food and eating. What you reject is the rules that are imposed by someone else on what you should eat. Satisfies me whenever I'm hungry. And if you're going back, if you're not losing weight with a healthy thin mentality, that second half of the equation, maybe you've got, I eat when I'm hungry, but I delay eating more into hunger when hunger is gone. You're not quite there. You need to just back off a little bit. And guys, it doesn't take a lot. If you, let's say, I hate talking calories, but the math, works. If you leave a couple of bites behind every day, that adds up. And that's where weight loss is. It's slow. I'm not going to lie to you. You're not going to lose weight quickly with a healthy thin mentality. And if you do, you'll gain it back. And sometimes I get worried if I hear someone who, if you're really heavy and losing weight quickly, it's different because it's a different ratio. But someone who's just trying to lose, 30 pounds, let's say, and losing weight quickly, that always makes me go, oh, losing weight quickly. You don't want quick weight loss in general, because then your body goes on high alert and you are likely to crack. Crack means binge. You don't want to binge. You want to always have your body calm. Binging is the opposite of calm. Believe me, I know. I binged how many thousands of times? I don't know, because I dieted for 25 years. That's a lot of binging in there, right? Because you go on a diet, you're really good, then you eat a ton all in one sitting. Yeah, I know that feeling, guys. That's the most horrible, uncalm feeling. That is a frantic feeling of binging. And get out of my way. Just eat this. I'm going to just hurry up and just eat all this, and then feel terrible about myself. Healthy thin mentality eating is calm. And in that calmness, you hear your body better. And you hear your body going, yeah, maybe I could eat more, but maybe I could stop now. Knowing that if you're wrong and you really are really hungry, you can eat again really soon, like immediately, if that's what it is. Okay, Linda, yes, I'm answering a lot of what you were asking. If you just are in that moment and there's no fear, there's no trauma, you're not depriving yourself, you're not punishing yourself, you're just going, could I just wait a little bit to see if my body's really, really wanting the rest of this? And you will find, guys, you will be surprised how you can let that go and get on with your day and go, wow, I didn't finish that and I was okay. Because the amount of food put on your plate is arbitrary. If you do it until you get really comfortable and knowledgeable about your body and everything, it's still never going to be 100% right that exactly what you put on your plate is exactly what you need, especially if you go out. Like, random size of a hamburger, is that exactly what you need? I don't know. So always be open to saying, I can leave a bite behind. Conversely, guys, if you're still hungry and you're a bigger person and I don't know, you just need more, then eat more. But be open to embracing that hunger, letting that hunger guide you. Hunger is magic. It tells you when you should eat and it tells you when you shouldn't. And we ignore it. And it's so sad. So just lock in. Get to feel what hunger feels like. Get to know your hunger. Your hunger is your friend. Your hunger is different on different days. Your hunger changes, and hunger and cravings are mixed in there together. And it's just, to this day, I find it so literally fun and joyful to just go feel myself. Took you through the whole day. And it's funny because if you watch that, you'll see in the end I have this thing of popcorn I made. And I remember I watched the video myself to make sure there was no terrible things in it. Like audio flaws or whatever. And I was talking about how much I love that popcorn. Okay, that popcorn that I made that night, I just threw out because it sat on my counter for, I don't know, several days. And so it's just funny. It's as much as I was enjoying it that day, it was like I really didn't want it the next 3 days or however long it's been. And so, I don't like throwing food out, but I didn't have the lid on well, and so it got stale. So, it's great to learn that kind of stuff about yourself, you guys. And it makes you feel powerful. It makes you feel in control. And it makes you feel that you are in charge. And that instead of like you being battered by the food choices, you're in charge of the food choices. it's so much better. But if you're starting this, and again, this takes a while to get this cemented in, okay? But please let me tell you, it works. I was the worst dieter. I had the worst relationship with food and eating, up and down, like trying really hard, losing weight, gaining. I know where you are, and I'm just trying to reach to you to tell you, stick with this. Keep saying to yourself, it's all fine. I'm hungry, I'm going to eat something. I'm going to do something else for the rest of the day. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to, if I think I ate 3 bites too many, okay, next time I'll kind of remember that and see, wow, was that a joyful thing that when I ate more than I really kind of wanted, or did that make me feel bad? You will get better at it over time. I keep trying to listen to my hunger cues, but I keep finding myself eating way too much. What should I do? You should, Renee, stay in the moment. Because what happens is when you're in a binge, and this was so me, like I was a very, like all you guys, most of you guys are, dieters are, good day, bad day, good food, bad food. So the minute you're eating, and the minute you kind of go over where you think, oh, I'm eating way too much, you just go, screw it, and you keep eating. That is a diet mentality, that little flip into that eating more. When you get here, oh, I think I may have eaten too much, just go, stop. I may have, but in this moment, am I going to choose that, or I'm going to say, maybe I ate like a few bites too much or whatever. That doesn't connect. Don't connect those dots to more bites. Because if you're eating way too much, that's where you are. If you're just worrying about eating like, I think I overate by a couple bites, well, fine tune that. But if you find you're really overeating, you're getting yourself out of the moment. You're going, oh, wow, I've blown it. Got to start tomorrow. I'm going to diet this week, or I'll start this next Monday. No. The biggest tool for building a healthy thin mentality is learning to stay in the moment. No future, no past, now. Now. How do I feel now? What is it now? Am I hungry now? Oh, I regret because I ate this or I didn't. No. Renee, just say to yourself, okay, nothing matters. Doesn't matter if someone's judging me right now. It doesn't matter if I'm judging me. It doesn't matter. And nothing. So are you hungry? Well, no, I'm really not. I mean, I've overeaten and I kind of feel bad, but I'm not hungry. Okay, then stop. And, if you can diet and need the willpower to diet, this isn't willpower. This is smart decision making, because your stomach is not asking you for food. This is all in your head. If your stomach is quiet, willpower is when you're freaking hungry and you can't eat. That's willpower. This is an intelligent choice. I'm not hungry. I love food. I will be hungry again really soon, and I will eat more food. And tomorrow I will eat 3 or 4 or 5 times a day, and I will continue to eat for the rest of my life. I have plenty of eating opportunities. But right now, am I hungry? Oh, I would always be hungry. Well, you think that because the diet industry makes you think all kinds of bad things about yourself. Give yourself a chance. Guys, I don't say this a lot because I hate saying this because I don't want to be a promoter, but I have a book and a workbook that take you through this, that are helpful, and they're on the website. Really, if I had to give the best advice I could, I made these for you because I went through this and I know how to talk about it and what happens. Linda, can you address why it makes, okay, yes, and else we'd be straight, yeah. I tried to notice I might have been under eating because I would get full like after, okay. If you get full after 1 bite, then your choices are either you're not hearing your hunger, or you really just are full because you haven't done anything in that day or whatever. Probably after 1 bite, if you've gone many hours, and you're probably extremely disconnected from hunger and satiety. So, and that is absolutely a result of dieting. I had no idea when I was hungry or full or satisfied. I had no idea when I first started this. No, I had no idea. Fish out of water. I don't know. Am I hungry? I don't know. What does that even feel like anymore? I dieted for 25 years. I have no idea. I was either overeating or undereating. So that is a habit that you need to break. But again, I just mentioned the workbook. I'm telling you, there's questions in there but I'm going to share them with you whenever. It's like, notice how you feel when you eat something. If your taste buds light up and you feel better, then you were hungry. And you may not have experienced it as that. Write it down. Maybe you didn't have a grumbling stomach. That is absolutely not the only sign of hunger. It's one of them. For me, if I just start getting grumpy sometimes, I know I'm hungry. Because I know me now. I didn't used to know me. I would never have known that before. I would have thought, what's the matter with me? But sometimes that's my signal. I'm just freaking grumpy. So, okay, I better eat something. Oh, I feel better, right? Makes sense. So give yourself, and try that, because, yeah, you're not full after 1 bite unless you've already eaten, right? Obviously, that doesn't make sense, 1 bite in your stomach. But back into that. So I'm going to go back up to Linda here. Can you just, yeah, sometimes because Linda, depending upon how long you dieted, it takes longer to break in general. Like it took me, I went through all this without any instruction. I was just going off memories of my sweet grandmother who ate normally, and I just copied her. So it takes a while, and especially if you're always letting yourself be inundated with diet messaging. So if you are around people who talk about diets all the time, that makes it take longer because you keep questioning, well, they're doing this, she's losing weight, he's losing weight, I want to be like that. Okay, do it again, go ahead, and come back after that. If you need to go on another diet to convince yourself that diets make you lose weight and then make you gain weight, that's the story. So if it's taking you longer, fully do your research. Google dieting and what it does to you and how it leaves you with a lower metabolism, less muscle and more fat, more physically attracted to food, more emotionally attracted to food. Google all that. Is that what you want? Okay, so no. It's okay, I want to fix this weight thing that it's bugging me. Okay, so what's the most logical way to do that? Well, it's to learn how to eat like a thin person, not a dieter. And what do thin people do? What is the one unifying factor? They eat when they're hungry, they don't eat when they're not. And that's what you're learning to do here. I lit a workbook group soon. I'm going to see. I'm trying to put together, God, I've been trying this for a long time, to do an online course because that would be like equivalent. So I'm working on it, especially during this coronavirus. Really quick, I want to talk about exercise. I work out at home anyway. I sometimes work out. That's not true. I sometimes work out at this gym I play tennis at. Just because the coronavirus has you at home, don't make working out either something you just ignore or something that you think has to be really rigorous. What I used to do when I was a dieter and a trainer and I did all that stuff was be very regimented with, I'm going to do this and do that. Now the way I work out is that I put music on I like, and I say, like yesterday I worked out and I said, I'm just going to, I give myself some guidelines, because I like some guidelines in terms of exercise. I just play like 10 songs that I like or 8 songs that I like. And I work out for 8 songs. And each song I do something that I like different. Like I may just do some, yoga stretches on one, some weightlifting on one, some jumping around on calisthenic type thing, anything. And I don't count. I don't do anything. I just do that. And it may not be perfect, but it's much more fun than when I used to count and do reps. And the other thing it is if you, like, when you are a strict exerciser and you have, like, this leg day or this is arm day or this is ab day or whatever, and you kind of are sore or you have some problem, you kind of feel bad if you don't do the regimen. This way, to have, just like eating, to have an open mind, what feels good to me today? Like some days I'll do more cardio, jumping around. Some days I'll do more stretching. It's responsive to your body and how you're feeling. And you guys, that's what we're missing in this world, is being responsive to how we feel and trusting that how we feel is important, and not just feelings. I'm talking about feelings, your body. If you get aches and pains, are you hungry? Are you tired? Are you thirsty? Right? That's where you want to be. That's where your healthy thin mentality will get you. Okay, do you have any advice for when you're home all day and want to eat a bunch? Yeah, Renee, if I had my diet mentality still, this quarantine would have driven me nuts. Because I would be surrounded by food, and because I would have it, you have to stock up, and I would just be threatened by it. So if you're just starting, Renee, I don't know if you've been here for a while, I'm sorry, or if you're new, but take this time to re-educate yourself on what it's like to eat like a thin person instead of a dieter. Because if you want to be a dieter, guys, any of you guys listening, go ahead. There's so many programs out there. Pick one. Go be a dieter and have fun. No, you're not going to have fun. But I'm just saying, if that's what you want, do that. But if you prefer to learn how to be like a thin person who eats when they're hungry, doesn't stress out, doesn't hyperventilate over how many blueberries you ate in the morning, come here and learn this. Go on our website, get the book, get the workbook. Takes you through the first 12 weeks of your healthy thin mentality. It's a bad idea to start walking in aid to weight loss. I keep hearing it doesn't increase hunger and that it helps with weight loss. If you enjoy walking, go ahead and walk. I have never found that cardio was great for weight loss. Now, walking isn't cardio, and depending upon, what kind of shape you're in, age and all that, walking can be the best thing for you because it gets your body moving. And yeah, you want your body to move. But I have a dear friend who was going to use walking to lose weight and literally walked, 12 miles a day, some crazy amount. It doesn't work, guys. It just doesn't work. What works is pushing away from the table when hunger is gone. That is the best exercise you will ever find. Work out to be strong, to be fit, to feel good. For weight loss, push away from the table. You can either eat 3 extra bites or walk 2 miles. I don't know. It seems like kind of not a great payoff to eat the extra 2 bites, so then you have to walk 2 miles. Get more in touch with the food end of it for weight loss. And the food end of it is understanding that hunger is your friend. And to embrace hunger, look forward to hunger, satisfy it when it's bright, and when it's dull and no big deal, then just delay eating until it brightens up again, till it blooms, and it's wonderful. After my legs physical therapy comes by and I'm really into good. Yeah, okay, I'm so glad your leg's better. Good. Yeah, physical therapy and being able to move is a beautiful thing. And then, we watch The Biggest Loser and we see those poor people getting screamed at in nasty parking lots in their humiliating outfits because, who wants to be in their sports bra on TV unless you're like extremely, I'm not fat shaming anyone. I'm just saying the whole thing is humiliating, and so we have that in our heads. Well, I should be yelled at and sweating in the hot sun, moving a big tire. Make it nice for yourself. And back to joy, if walking is good for you, if that's something you enjoy, do it. Absolutely. It is good to get the blood moving. But again, weight loss occurs at the table. When you just say, I've had enough, and in 10 minutes, if I just can't get this, really wanting and feeling like I need more food gone, I'll take another bite and I'll see how I feel then. Guys, this works. This works. This works. Please do it. Please invest some time and energy into this so that you won't ever have to worry about this again. I was a healthy thin mentality person since year 2000, and in the year 2012 is when I first wrote the book, and then I kind of was online for a little bit, but I'm just telling you, it's been now 20 years for me. And I'm more energized than ever because it's so much better. It's so much better to live as a healthy, thin mentality person than as a dieter. There's no comparison. So if I leave some food on my plate every meal, that might help me listen to my hunger. No problem asking the questions. No, that's not what I'm saying. Absolutely not, because that's a rule. That's me saying to you, leave some food on your plate at every meal. That is not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is when you're eating, just stay in the moment and don't, if there's food on your plate, that doesn't mean it's your food. You can have it whenever you want, but it doesn't have to be at that meal. You can save it for later. You can do whatever. But putting it in your body should only match when you're actually hungry. So when you're eating, don't turn off listening to hunger. Take note of it. Because there may be some days that I'm glad you asked that question, because yeah, that's not what I'm saying. Some days you will need every single bite. And Renee, I don't know if you saw the video I put out this past weekend, but watch that. It may help you if you haven't seen it already. It's not leave a bite. It's how do I feel right now? And I think in this past weekend, I ate everything on the first meal, and I think I left something. I don't even know. But no, it's just listening to hunger. There is no rule. Leave 2 bites on every plate. No. It's how do you feel? Could I delay? Could I delay eating more till hunger is strong? That's where this is at. I love your questions. Don't worry. Okay, guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Oh, give it the effort. Join us in our private Facebook group, and I'll be back soon. Thanks, guys.